Hey, my name is Joel, but on YouTube and around the internet I go by the 3D Printing Nerd, and I'm here to talk about New Jersey Makers Day and specifically this really cool contest. But first, I should probably tell you where I came from. I've been a nerd all my life. As a kid, I had nerd things, and growing up, I did nerd things. One of my favorite activities was to take apart my toys and reassemble them in different ways to create new things. I think of myself as a young nerd maker, so to speak. And so that's where I came from. My base was of this wanting to make and create and repurpose. And now, even though I have myself a full-time job, I have a lovely wife, and I have 3 amazing kids, I still find time to run my YouTube channel where I specifically get into 3D printing, and I talk about printers and filaments, and I print lots of things, and I try to inspire, and I try to advocate for the use of 3D printing, and it's just a wonderful time. So what I'm trying to say is that even though I have a very busy adult life and I have lots of responsibilities, I still find time to make, create, and repurpose things. And hopefully that's something that I can inspire you to do as well. If you're busy and you have commitments, fulfill those commitments, but don't stop making, don't stop creating, don't stop repurposing. There are 2 specific reasons why I got into 3D printing. The first being I wanted to make all of my cool, awesome toys that I had when I was a kid. These toys, some of them are expensive now, or some are hard to find, and all of the cartoons that I watched as a kid and all the toys that I had growing up, 3D printing allows me to recreate those or print them bigger or kind of reclaim a piece of my childhood. The second reason why I got into 3D printing is because I wanted to take the models that I was making and bring them to life. I wanted the 3D objects that I created in my computer to become real objects in real life. And that's where a 3D printer really excels, being able to model something specific to what you want or to dimensions you specify, and then printing that and having it exist in your hands. It's just awesome. It's an incredible experience. So along with those 2 reasons, don't forget you can print things like this. Look, this is the New Jersey Makers Day logo. How awesome is that? So BuildTech is sponsoring a contest, and it has to do with designing your own spaceship for 3D printing, I believe. And I wanted to show you some of the spaceships that I had printed out. And if you look at this guy, this is a Saturn V rocket. Well, this is just the pieces for a Saturn V rocket. I still need to put it together. Let's see if I can remember the right way to put this together. Okay. There we go. Last but not least. There we go. Look at this. It needs to be glued together, and the pieces probably sanded a little bit, but this is completely and totally 3D printed. And what's nice about this model is being in pieces, you don't need a large, expensive printer to make this. You can make this on any printer because the pieces are small, and then they assemble into a larger model. Another spaceship isn't something that I printed, but my buddy did. This is the Planet Express spaceship from the cartoon Futurama. And here's what's interesting. This doesn't look 3D printed. It's very smooth and colorful. And here's how they did it. My buddy Garrett runs a channel called Chaos Cortec. Him and his wife are able to print things and paint things. This was printed in pieces and then sanded and then painted. And it looks good. I'm at a loss for words at how awesome this ship is. This is cool. Well, and finally, we've got this. Look at that. It's huge. This is a shuttle from Star Wars. This is an Imperial shuttle. And it's huge. This is printed in place. So everything prints on the print bed like this. And then when you take it out, the wings fold out, and you have yourself a spaceship. And this is cool. Obviously, something this large takes a larger printer to print, which I have, but still it's a spaceship, and it's awesome. Oh man, look at this. I'm running out of room. So let's finalize this, all right? I told you who I am, and I told you why I'm a nerd and why you should be a nerd as well. I told you why you should keep making and creating and repurposing. And shoot, design yourself a spaceship and win some cool prizes. To finalize my videos, I always offer up my viewers a high five. So if you're ready, hold your hand to the screen. As always, high five.